Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a SotIS replay. It is going to be a lot of players. This is an in-house on the North American realm. You can take a look at who's playing already, and turning on ally colors, it doesn't want to really work. Actually, nope, it doesn't want to work. All right, so we're going to have DAI, Light, Frank, Vortex, and Redhydra versus Kaiser, Bishop, me, Stars, and Fidey. Once again, I am going to initially apologize for the last game. If you guys had, for some reason, thought that those were the best players on North America, that is not the case. It was a North America versus Korea battle, but it wasn't the best players from North America. And yeah, just apologize for that. And it is now at the 2-minute mark, so I will go ahead and get this back to normal time. Normal time, and now this game is underway. I believe the game starts actually at the 3-minute mark, so let me go ahead and speed it up to there. No real reason to watch anything unless there are some early ganks, but it doesn't look like that will be the case at all. At the 3-minute mark, the first units do, in fact, the first wave of creeps are spawned and move out. So that is what is going to be happening here as the game now gets underway. The pairings are going to be Jackson and Drake in the top lane versus Ericool and Toxie. It actually looks like they're going to go to the south side as Drake and Cal now moving off to the north side. The carries will be Stars versus Grunty in the middle, so it is going to be Grunty versus Cow in the center, and we'll see who will be able to push and get in a little bit more damage during the early portions of the game. The real key aspect is to try to get as many creep kills as possible, and also as many denials as possible. If you're able to deny a level on your opponent, that is very, very important. Being able to deny a level, if you're by denying a level, you actually enable yourself to fight with a stronger unit, and also have more spells and abilities. Those spells during the early portion of the game deal a lot of damage. Later on, it is really a lot more about base damage, as your base damage really starts to come into play as well if you are the carry or a DPS. If you're a support character like Jackson, where he tries to silence or tries to slow down other players, your base damage doesn't matter that much, but in comes a quick magnitude lifting me up. Back in the center lane, we can see Light versus Stars in the center lane already. And yeah, for some reason, the ally colors are not working. So Light versus Stars in the center lane. Light has a slight advantage, level 3.5, almost level 4 compared to just level 4. But these last couple of creeps will get taken down. Unable to finish it off there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Toxie versus Unix, already taking down that early pylon with the help of those infested Terrans. So it will be much more difficult for Redhydra and Ericool to essentially get any of that necessary energy. A quick push back by Toxie, denying Ericool from getting any more damage onto Unix. Level 3 on Unix, level 3 on Toxie versus level 2. So the top lane is definitely in favor of Zerg right now. Meanwhile, Bishop seeing that level 2, or Drake seeing that level 2. Zerg Drake versus Zerg Jackson. 2-2 versus 2-2 as well. T-Bone or Chuck or Cow just got to level 3. So that means that there will be a lot more spells and abilities coming in as well, trying to deny this last creep, trying to get more damage. It looks as though it wasn't denied, but I wasn't quite sure who I clicked on for that final hit, and unable to get that final hit on that one stalker there. Both sides once again pushing through. Zealots in the center ground. You can see that essential additional splash damage being dealt across the board, as level 3 is a critical level when you start to try to take out heroes. The Mandrake's pluck is just long enough to actually start dealing damage. You can see the magnetic presence also shutting down many of those creeps, just trying to deal as much damage as possible. As Fidey at down to 140 hit points, looking to get as much damage, and now almost able to take down Ericool. Ericool down to 85 hit points, taking a lot of poison damage as well. But in comes a gank by Cow. Cow coming across to the north side. It looks like, yes, it will get taken down, but a long distance stun from the rocket, and Stars is in a bit of trouble there. And now you can see that first kill going in favor of Zerg. So Zerg definitely taking a slight advantage there, as T-Bone seeing that level 5, or Cow seeing that level 5. We're going to have a teleport back over here to the mid tower. Level 6 on T-Bone now as he tries to clear up more creeps. Drake sitting at level 4, and he does have enough for a pluck. He doesn't have enough for a pluck and a magnitude yet, so that's really what Drake wants to do. A magnitude followed by a stun in order to get that damage in. As you can see, the creeps are just going after those heroes instead of getting any more damage onto those towers there, and now finally pulling back. So Jackson and Drake going up against Cow and Drake, 3-4 versus 4-4 right now, as Drake able to push back in there. Light and now getting some more damage, but it looks as though we may have a gank. I don't see where Cow is at all on the minimap, as we can now see a Cow back over here. There's the pluck, there's the magnetic presence, and it looks like, yes, Drake of the Protoss will get taken down, and we can see a Vortex, or the Cow over here just trying to fight back. We can see Grunty now trying to go after here, and I believe I just missed a really good fight, so I'm gonna actually load it back. This is the second time I'm casting it. The first time the game didn't work out well, so you're gonna see Grunty now moving across the north here, and Toxie and Unix are both very low on hit points. A rocket down the middle misses Fidey, Unix, and also Toxie trying to run back the other way. He's going to be able to escape, as also Unix able to escape. So a very lucky play by both sides. Fidey looks like he's going to be able to turn around, perhaps get off a fungal growth fungal growth, and then also be able to get some damage there. I believe is it a fungal toxin. So stopping the unit and also dealing damage, and now Fidey using the outhouse, regenerating some hit points and some energy. Taking a look back to the north and taking a look at the total score, it is still 2-0 so far. So the combination over here, you can see T-Bone looking to try to get missing the pluck and also missing the magnitude. Bishop not getting the hits that he needs to, but quickly coming in using the magnetic link, making sure that those units or heroes are not going to be able to use their spells. And in comes another fissure. So Jackson now currently getting stuck. It looks like Drake wants to get off another pluck, but unable, not have enough energy. But in comes Cow. Cow going after Cow once again. And this one Cow down to 300 hit points. A counter pluck in order to try to save us from actually suiciding and diving into the tower too far. Cow now making his way back down. Should be able to push in. But the Grunty sitting at level 6. And just fighting in with that River Runner ability and getting in a lot of damage, and also regenerating a River Runner or River Racer, one of the two abilities, as another long distance pluck, but a magnetic link shutting down Drake's any additional abilities. But in comes another stun, so this is not going to be good. Drake now down to 52 hit points. He is trying to heal up once again, unable to get any more damage, and it looks as though a Grunty could perhaps get off another rocket. You can see Drake just trying to avoid any rockets that may be coming his way, but the cooldown a little bit too long, as Cow now once again retreating from the shop after using a Vita infusion. Grunty now pushing his way back in, looking to try to perhaps gank Unix, but Unix already too far away. A rocket into Fidey in the back would have perhaps taken him down, but he did not launch a rocket in that direction. It looks as though Drake wants to get another pluck, will be able to. There's the pluck, there's the magnetic link. The stun now comes into play, and down goes Cow. So Cow taken down at level 5. Grunty now trying to fight back against Cow in the river. Cow unable to really catch up, but in comes, I believe, a Toxic Gust, and yes, Grunty taken down once again. So Zerg now with a 4-0 lead in this matchup, as players are now starting to get their ultimate abilities. Chaos Theory, Epilogue being used. You can see that Toilet has been used a lot already by Cow. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Aerocool versus Toxie and Unix, and it looks as though Toxie and Unix having a slight advantage, as Aerocool sitting at level 5 and level 6 and level 5, so it is still a tie in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the top lane, Bishop or the Drake at level 7, and we may get a pluck there. That's not going to be good news at all. Trying to get a magnetic presence, and there we go. There is another fissure, and now a counter, a pluck there after the stun, as he ventured forward just a little bit too far, and now Drake sitting on a decent amount of energy. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get my energy as back up as quickly as possible. Grunty now running away that very long fissure, getting in additional damage as well. As you can see now, Cow going a long distance stun, getting in a lot of damage onto Cow. Cow was stunned for about a good 3 seconds there, as we are going to get another magnitude exchange. The pluck does go down, and there's the optic beam, or optic beam taking down, dealing a lot of damage per second, being able to shut down that hero there. Magnetic link already maximum level already. Cow now once again only still sitting at level 5, so Cow really far behind, and there is another pluck. There's the magnetic link, there's a stun, there's the magnitude, and it looks as it will get taken down. Bishop now trying to pull away. It looks like he will be able to pull away there as backside over here, Kaiser hugging his tower, trying to make sure he doesn't get taken down, as Fidey now trying to push in the middle tower, but the bottom tower is still not taken down. But Fidey and Cal now looking to perhaps do another gank into the top lane, and this is not going to be good for Drake. Drake now caught on the wrong side of the tracks, and now Drake now trying to push in. He venturing a little bit too far. There is the toilet. Down it goes, or down Drake goes, as the Zerg Drake once again taken down. Light the blue Grunty looking to perhaps get some damage, may catch Fidey out of position. There's the rocket dealing 316 damage, but not enough, as we can see another toilet raised in the air, and Stars will be able to take down the other Cow. Cow silly now finally at level 6, but unable to do anything at all, and it looks like that one toilet was destroyed. Grunty now fighting in the center portion, looking to perhaps push that tower. Not going to push that tower at all. And this may be a possible gank, as Drake and Unix is in the top there. And now there's the rocket. This is not going to be good news, as Bishop, the red Drake, the Zerg Drake, now getting taken down. We can see that Grunty is in a bit of a problem there, as he is attempting to run away. Now hiding on the other side of the brush. May be able to catch perhaps Jackson once again. Or sorry, Cal once again. But it looks like it's not going to work at all. We can see the Grunty regenerating a lot of hit points and maybe able to catch Fidey. Fidey getting stunned, and there's the shotgun. Light getting 2 more quick kills, and Grunty, being the carry that he is, trying to get them back into this game closely, or getting it a little bit more even. It is now 3-9 in favor of Zerg. Center tower already destroyed, bottom pylon destroyed, top tower destroyed. Against Zerg's all 3 tier 1 towers are still up. The Zealots now making their way in, attempting to take down this one particular spine crawler. The spine crawler has a lot of hit points, so it will not have any real issues. Meanwhile, a lot of action going on the bottom side. In comes a pluck and getting a lot of damage there. It looks like, oh yes, Red Hydra, Ericle's Vengeance getting in a lot of damage there, and now this is going to be a 4 versus 1 here. This is not looking good. Epilogue now being used. Ericle coming back in. There's the pluck against Grunty. Grunty taking a bit of damage, but I believe Red Hydra was able to use his Swarm Burst to try to heal up, or the Masochist ability to try to heal back up, as well as both sides getting in a lot of damage. And it looks as though Toxie finally killed there, as Bishop also getting in another pluck in order to finish off Ericool, as now you can see the red Drake once again trying to run away. It is now 5-11. Grunty attempting to space time capsule away, will be able to do so, and now in comes the shot there, and oh, a bit lucky by Stars. Stars actually dodging the Grunty rocket because of magnitude, lifted him up into the air, thereby dodging it. And that is one very, very lucky Cow there. That Cow can now go home and enjoy that, and that pool, and just slowly regenerate once again. You can see this photon cannon will get destroyed. It looks like Cow's gonna try to make his way over. The toilet did get up, and Toxie in a bit of trouble. Toxie will get taken down, as the Cow now hiding inside the toilet for himself, now regenerating some hit points. And we can see a couple Roaches and Hydras now pushing their way into the center. Fidey, the Unix now hiding underground, attempting to just keep track of where Toxie is. No one has any observers just quite yet, as the Grunty now shows up. So it is a 3 versus 1 in the center portion of the map. You do not want to try to engage, as we are still waiting on our Toxie to get back into this game. And there's the Grunty. The Grunty able to do the dodge there, and now attempting to run away, taking a bit of damage. But the Grunty now trying to pull away. It looks like, oh, the magnetic link hitting. Down it goes as the magnetic link breaks. And now we have level 9. Fidey sitting at level 8, using a Vernal just in time to save himself and getting back into this game already. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between, well, you can read who it's between. The list is too long to go over. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.